Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to take you through how to create a website from scratch without leaving any step skipped. So we're going to do a step-by-step tutorial and we're going to show you everything you need to know from getting your website name to choosing your design and creating your website. So to create a website we're going to need three things. The first thing is we're going to need to get a domain name and we're going to need to host that with an ISP. The second thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to install WordPress on our domain, and we're going to install WordPress for free. And then the third thing we're going to do is we're going to be designing and publishing that website to the internet. So those are the three steps. Let's get started. So for my ISP, I'm using Afrihost. It's one of the biggest ISPs we have in South Africa. So once you can obviously use any ISP that you want, whether that be GoDaddy or any of the other popular ISPs. And you're going to need to register a domain name, and you're going to need to host it with that company. So if I log into my ISP, the first thing you obviously need to do is you're going to have to obviously get your package. I've signed up already to a package, so just to show you, if I wanted to, I'd come in over here and I've chosen Linux shared hosting, and I think I've chosen the silver package, and that gives you 1,000 MB storage space, up to 50 email accounts, and a database using MySQL, and unlimited web traffic, and a control panel to manage your website. And that costs about 49 Rand a month. So I've already done this, but if you haven't, all you need to do is you need to sign up for this. You click on next step, and then you'll just click on new domain, enter your domain name to check whether it's available or not, and then just follow the steps to put in your payment details, and that would be all. Once you have your domain name, then you'd obviously come to your control panel, and just go back, order form, and then you'll have your domains listed over here. Just click on the domain that we're going to use today, and once we're in it, what we're going to do now is we need to actually install WordPress onto our domain name. So inside your ISP you'll find a website manager. Let's click on that, and then we're going to log into the website manager. And then this is where we can manage our website from the back end. So for WordPress, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to install WordPress on our domain, and I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to find WordPress scripts, and I'm going to click on that. And that will give me an overview of what we're installing, the version, the release date. And then from here I'm just going to click on install now. So when you're installing it, it's going to come up with a few configuration settings that you're going to need to input. So firstly, it's going to have your URL, and it's going to ask you which version you'd like to install. You obviously like to install the latest. You can put in your site name. Just put in hotel gateways. You can put a description. So, world. That's our description for the website. And then the important thing over here is we're going to need to create an account. So we're going to have an account and a password. So I'll put in info and I'll put a password in. Okay, so I have our password in there. I'm just going to remove this VP directory over here. I don't want to install it over there. And you can select your language. We're just going to select English. You can select if you want to install any additional plugins. I'm going to leave that for now, and then we have advanced options if there is any advanced options that you need to do. But for now, we're just going to click on the basic setup config, and we're going to click on install. Click on install. So this will take about 3 to 4 minutes. And even faster, less than a minute, a couple of seconds. And it says your software was successfully installed at this domain, and then this is our administrative URL. So we can click on this domain, see where that takes us, and we can click on that domain to take us to our admin console. So by default it just installed a kind of blank very basic web page, and this is where we will be managing our website from. This is the WordPress dashboard. So whenever you want to get into your WordPress dashboard, all you have to do is you go to your whatever your domain is. So in my case, it's going to be this over here, and then all you have to do is you add /wp-admin, and that will bring you to your dashboard. And this is where we're going to be managing everything, and this is where we're going to be creating and designing our website. So the first thing is we're going to go to plugins. So plugins are like little programs or apps, and these apps are going to help us add additional functionality to our websites. And I'm going to start off by deleting the plugins that it just came installed with it by default from the ISP, because I'm going to start off fresh and we're going to install our own plugins. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click on delete, and that's our bulk action. We're going to check these two checkboxes and click apply, and that deleted our plugins. So to get started, we're going to need to choose our theme template and the design that we want. So for that, we're going to go to appearance and we're going to go to themes. So these are the current themes that are available here. That says that one's active. I am going to search for a Kadence theme, and that's going to be using the Gutenberg block editor. I'm just going to type in Kadence. add new, search for Kadence, and I'm going to install the Kadence template. There are many other themes and templates that you can choose. Some are free and some are pro versions, which are paid versions, obviously giving you more functionality. It's up to you to decide which fits your requirements. From here I'm going to click on activate, and as we can see, the Kadence theme or template is now the active one. And I can actually delete this other three, which I'll do later. It says thank you for choosing the Kadence theme, and now what we're going to need to do is we need to install the Kadence starter template, which I'm just going to click on, and that will install our Kadence theme templates. Remember, there are other themes. Another popular one is Elementor. I think a lot of people, it's very popular, a lot of people uses that. I prefer Kadence with the Gutenberg block editor. It's just a lot cleaner, and these are the two block editors that are the most popular, the Gutenberg and Elementor. So once we've installed the starter templates, what we're going to need to do now is we're going to need to choose our design for the website. So let's have a look. We're doing something on our tiles today, so we're going to need to find something that can fit that service. I'm going to so over here it's showing us the pro versions and the free versions. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click here and I'm going to select free only, and these will only display our free templates. So you can have a scroll through it and you can see if there's anything that stands out to you, if there's anything you like. You can also go into it and you can look a bit further. You can look at the other pages if it suits your needs. So there's services, there's business courses, SEO skill, digital course. These are all the types of templates there are. Digital services church. So for me, I think I will go with the, you see I'm trying to highlight hotel, so I think something like this over here, the real estate theme. And then once you found something that you like, you can just click on it. So I think I'll go with this one over here, the real estate one. Kind of have as what I'm looking for. You can edit and you can remove things, sections, but as long as the overall theme fits your needs, that should be fine. Remember, you can always add your own pages, you can always edit, you can always change it like you want, and you can change the color schemes, the font, everything that you want. You can even import a single page or the full site. You can click on your services, it will show you everything about contact, blog. So I'm going to decide to choose this template. So to do that, I'm going to need to click on import options and import the full website. asking me the import required plugin. It says I need to install Kadence blocks. That's fine. And that, I'm going to click on accept. I don't want to subscribe. I'm just going to click on skip and install, and that will install our starter template. So that will take about 5 minutes or so to install, and once it's been installed, you can just click on finish and it says view your site. And now, as you can see, it took us to our domain or our website, and it installed as the default template on our website. So what we're going to have to do now is we're going to need to edit our entire website from scratch. So this gave us the skeleton, or the layer for us to start with, and that format we can change that as we see fit. But now that the basic skeleton is there, we can just go ahead and edit that. So you can go over here and you can click on edit page, and we'll start with the home page. It'll take us to the home page, and we can just edit. That's the quickest way you can get to editing the site. I'm just going to return back to the dashboard. Click on the W, and this is our dashboard over here. So this is the theme that installed. These are all our pages. To get here, let me just show you from dashboard over here. This is our main page. So if we head over to pages, this is all our pages, our web pages that are currently showing. For posts, this is where you want to create posts if you're going to have a blog on your website, which I think I will do for SEO purposes. And that's over there. Media, this is where you're going to be adding all your pictures or video. And appearance, this is where you edit your menu and themes. I will take you through this later. And this is our plugins and our users who can access this dashboard, the tools we have available, and our settings. So to get started, I think we're going to head over to settings, and we're going to click on general. So I've already added this when we installed it, but if you did not, you can just come over here. You can click on site title. That's the title of your website with the tagline. You can just enter your URL, site address. That should all be populated already. And you can just make sure that your time zone, you're in the correct time zone, and that you have the correct language. So I'm just going to click on S and see if it comes up. It doesn't come up. Let me check for Johannesburg. I'll click on that. You can select the format of the date. Click on that one. And your time format. It's fine. And you can just go ahead and save changes. Okay, so that's our basic settings over here for our website. Once we're done with that, we can begin editing our web page. So we'll come back over here to pages, click on pages, and I'm going to click on home page, and this is where we're going to start editing. So this is the basic editor for the Kadence using Gutenberg. It's our block, that's our page. So if we click on here, that's the name of our page. If we click on over here, so when we click on anything, we have three tabs over here. The one is the page the page settings, that's over here, and then we have the Kadence block controls, and this is our block where we're going to edit the different blocks on the web page. So for example, I'm going to click on the banner and it will bring up that block on the right hand side. So I'm just going to take you through the layout over here. That's your page over here, the image, discussion, page attributes. Most of the editing you're going to be doing is in the block tab. So if we go through it, we can see this is a row layout, and these three tabs are the different size devices that we want to edit on. So this is for the desktop, this is for the tablet view, and this is for a cell phone or mobile view. And you can adjust this. There are certain things you can't adjust, and there are certain things that you can adjust, just to get it more responsive and to make it look much better depending on the size of your screen. So for this row layout, which this banner is on, you can see it says columns 1 or 2. If I do 1, that's what it does over there. Click on 2, that's what it does over there. So it's adjusting this row layout into 2 sections. You can also choose the type of layout that you want, similar size, left heavy, right heavy, or collapse it to rows. Padding and your margin, this is the space on the side of it, how much you want your margin to be and how much you want your padding to be. That's where you set it over there. Background settings, this is where you can select the color for your background, what you want it to be. This is where you can edit your image. So let's just go ahead and do that. We click on that, select files. I'm just going to use any pictures that I had saved already. Any hotel picture, let's see, maybe the Dubai skyline or Marina skyline. And I can click on select, and that will replace our banner with that image. You can also choose how you want the background image or the size of it, and your text color, you can choose that, your border settings, overlay settings. So you have a wide range of configuration or settings that you can do. So if I come here, this is our text, and I'll just add a tagline here. Say send us your, or let's just keep it simple. We can beat your hotel price. You can just add something like that, and once you're in, if you click on a text box, you'll see a floating window come up on the top. This is where you can edit your text, your H1 or your heading tags. You can drag this to move that. And then while we're on that, we have an undo and a redo button here at the top, and we have our tools over here, and this is where you can add any extra blocks that you want onto your web page. For now, I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to click undo. And so you can do your basic editing to your text. You can change the font, you can change the color, and you can make it bold and so on. You can edit, you can hyperlink it as well. I'm going to leave that for now. I'm just going to add some text over here. Worldwide Hotel Patterson Service. And I'm going to click on the button. So with our button, we have the same story over here on the side. Whatever we click on our web page, the block will open on the side, and this is where you can do all your editing. This is, you can align it, left align it, you can add a button, and this is where all our settings will come in. And it gives us a whole lot of settings. I'm not going to go through it. When you hover over it, what color should it change? So a whole lot of settings and configuration that you can do with that. I'm going to change the wording over here, and I'll just click on inquire now as our action button, and that's going to ask us where would we link this button, what action should it do. For now, I wanted to go to the contact page. Okay, let me just check for the contact us page is what I'm looking for. I don't see the menu over here. Let me just go back, and so I'm going to name it this over here, and then I'll create that page later. Let's remove this, and there's our contact page, and then I wanted this button to take us to that page over there. So when somebody clicks on this now, it will take them to our contact page that we're still going to edit. So that's the banner. What you can do is you can make it parallax, you can make it fixed. There's a whole lot of different options that you can do in terms of the banner. Leave it on fixed. You can change the opacity of it. Very bright. Leave it about like that. You can have an overlay color. I'll just leave it like that, and that's the banner. So you can also change that columns if you want. You wanted it a bit wider, so on. I'm just going to leave that for now. Okay, so we've gone through text, we've gone through the banner, we've gone through the block editor, undo and redo, and different sections. So as you can see, this is one big row layout. So the next thing we want to do is you're going to want to edit every part of this website. I'm not sure if I want this piece of the website. I'm going to leave it in for now. I'll just maybe change the picture for now. Let's go to something like that for now. That's showing an advanced gallery, but I actually only want one picture. You can choose the size of it and everything. You can edit this text also, or you could remove this entire thing also if you wanted. So for featured properties, I'd maybe want to put featured tiles, and this is an info box. And if you click on here, I want to change this picture. Maybe just find another picture. And maybe just put in the Rixos in Dubai as a featured picture that we want to show. And I'll edit the text and say Rixos Dubai. And I'll add some text in, and I'll add the price. For now, I'll leave that. And that's how you can edit that part of it. You can come into your next section. Over here you can copy a block. You can use this floating window. If you click on any section as well, you can come over here, you can click on copy block, and if you wanted, you can add another page and you can copy that this block onto the other page. All you'll have to do is press Ctrl V wherever you want to paste it on another page that you've created. I do use that option quite often because I'd maybe just want the same kind of template or section template, and then I'll copy that to another page. So yeah, all you have to do now is you have to go through it and edit your text, or delete certain text, or delete certain sections. But that's how you delete you edit your page. Let's go back. Let's click on update. You're always going to need to update once you want to save your changes. So the next thing I wanted to show you was to create a new page. So if we here and we click on add new, you can just say blog, for example. So if we here and we want to copy something from the other page, all you have to do is you come over here and you click on that and you say copy block. You can come over here, you can click here, and you can just Control V. Obviously this looks like different, so what you're going to need to do also is you go back, you can check what the page settings are for this, just to make it look similar. So you can see this is full width, the transparent header page titles disabled, so you won't be able to see this on your normal on the website. um, your content style, is it unboxed, and the vertical padding, is it disabled, and you want to show your featured image. So this is quite important to get consistency across all your pages. So if I come in here, I can come here and I can copy that. I can say disable, or sorry, enable. Page titles default, and over here it's disabled, so we'll go to disabled and we'll click on full width, and that will make it look the same. Click unbox, disabled, and default, and now our page would have the same page settings, so that would look the same. You could delete that. So if you're starting from scratch and you wanted to create your own design, you're going to start from here, and from here you can type. That'll give a paragraph block. Otherwise you can click on, this is how you create your own block. You click on add block over here, and these are all the blocks that we can add anywhere in the page. You can click on browse all, and as you can see, there's so many blocks that you can add. Google Maps, you can add your images, you can add a divider, icons, a row layout, advanced text, your info box, a list, an advanced gallery, table of contents. There's so many. You can, if I click on show more, that's a show more, show less. Let's just remove that again. But again, I can remove it over here, or I can just click on undo, remove show more. If I click on this again, browse all, you can see all these blocks, Kadence blocks that we can add to our website. Paragraph, heading, list, code, images, media, videos, design, blocks, widgets, custom HTML, shortcode. This is where you're going to use plugins for your shortcode. We're going to add this, and then you copy and paste your shortcode inside here, and then it will display on your website. And you can go through this and you can find anything that you're looking for. You can add embeds also, TikTok, WordPress, Spotify, YouTube, and so on. So there's quite a lot of blocks that you can add, and this is probably the main reason why I like the Kadence theme, because a lot of these blocks aren't on other themes, and you need to install plugins to be able to do that. So let me just show you how you can do that. Let's add. So what I normally do is, whenever I start something, I'll create a row layout, because this will be my base section. So then I'll choose, do I want it to be a double, single, or equally, or left heavy. So for this, I'm just going to click on that, and then from here I will now choose, do I want to add a gallery, an image, or text, or so on. So let's say I want to just remove that. So let's say, for example, I wanted to add an image, an advanced image. I would select the image, for example, select, and that will come over there. Let's say I wanted to create a double column and add some text to the side of it. Let me just remove this, add an advanced image in here, but the other thing I wanted to show you was that if I add an image, you can also duplicate and insert before or after this row. These are quite important when you're designing. So let me just remove this. I'm going to row layout, and you can click on design library here as well, and this is going to show you with, like, you can also come up with you can insert example sections that are already created, and you can just go ahead and edit that if you wanted. For example, a call to action or something like that. So like if I click on this over here, click on that, and then just do this over here. It's pro version. Let's just do something for free. It's not coming up now. You can also go to starter pack. This is where all your themes are, and their templates over there. Okay, so from here, let's just show you how I can add two images, or maybe an image and some text. That over there, and maybe we want to add some text over here. We can either add a paragraph, which is just plain text, or we can add advanced text. Paragraph, and we can add is what we looking for in Dubai. Just an example of that. Could move that to the center, could make it bold, etc. Okay, I'm just going to remove that again. So that was just to show you how you can start from scratch when you're trying to create new blocks. Okay, let's go back to our dashboard. So this is where all our pages are. We can also come into the other pages and we can edit them as well. As you can see, it's quite easy. All you have to do is just click on where you want and either change the settings on the side, or you can actually edit the text that you want. That comes with a a form already for contacting. You just need to edit that form, edit the settings, where do you want it to send to, what do you want it to say on your side panel over here. I'm going to go back, and this is how you can edit each page one by one. And then let's see what else is important. Your icons. Let me just hit. So plugins are quite important. You're going to need to add a lot of functionality to your website, and the way you do this is with plugins. So if I go to add new, I'm just going to show you an example. You're going to come over here and you're going to perhaps click on WhatsApp. This is how you can add WhatsApp to your website. I'll click on the first one. It has over 500,000 installations. Join chat and click on install. And you click on activate. So just bear in mind, all the functionality you're going to need to add to your website will come through as a plugin. So now we've added that plugin. You can click on it, it will show up on the side panel over here, and then you can follow through on that settings. I do have a video for this, you can find it on my channel, how to install WhatsApp on your website. I'm not going to go through it now, it's just to show you what plugins do for your website and how important it is. The next thing, let's see what else I can show you over here. If you go to customize over here, this is where you're going to change a lot of your settings. So you can come over here, you can change your button colors, your fonts, and your text, your header, and your navigation will be over here. So this over here, this header over here, this is where you change it. You can make it a transparent header. You can change your logo, so that's currently the logo. So if I wanted to change it to my logo, I will go in here and go look for a logo, for example, perhaps a transparent one, and click on open, select, and then you can crop the image, and that will replace our logo. So that's quite important. You can, this theme, it has our social icons over here, so you can also choose the logo layout. You want your logo and your title next to it, logo, title, and your tagline. I just want my logo. You can change your favicon over here. This is this over here, so that you don't have the WordPress default showing up over here. You can just click on that, and I will let's see if I select this, if it will actually look right. Maybe I'll need the white background. Let's just see. Yeah, it's a transparent background. Let me just go again, click on site icon, change the image, upload file, select, choose something with a white background. That one looks better. Select, crop image, and that looks a bit better over there. So that replaced the W with our logo. So that's quite important when starting out. And then your footer, this is everything at the bottom of your website, this over here, and this is where you change that. So if you want to change your social icons, your Facebook, Twitter, and that, come over here, you can click, do you want that to show or not, and then to set that, or to link your social media profiles, you'll go over to set social links, and you'll add your link for each social platform in there, and then it will automatically update these icons wherever it's showing on the website. Here you can come again, you can edit that over there, and if you want to change the order of it, you can just move this around. So you want that over there, and you want that over there. That will update to how you want it to look. You can remove that also if you want, the default. That's up to you. Footer, so general, these are your general settings. I'll pause that for now. Site identity, if you click here, that was your favicon or your site icon. And then menus is also quite important. I'll just take you to menus, run you through the menus. So if you come over to appearance and you click on menus, this is where your menus on your home page will show. Let's just do that. The menu bar at the top, so you can decide what you want to show. This is the main menu. You want to show, maybe select all, and then we can add that to menu. So this is all the pages that we want to show. You can select which page you want to show in the menu. You can create different menus also. For this menu, this is the name of the menu, and you can change it around like that. You can also make it a sub menu by moving it to the side like that. I'll just do that for you just to show you. And then you can automatically add new top level pages to this menu, and where you want to show your menu. And you can click on save menu, and then your menu will come up at the top. You can also, that's the sub menu that we added to the side. Okay, so what else is there to show? If you want to change your theme, you can come over here. You can click on start templates, and you can always find a new template that you want to install. You can just click on that, and you can click on install, and that will install your new theme again. Tools, settings, that's fine. Go to dashboard. So over here, I think we've already done the general settings. We've added that. That all looks good. In terms of the editing, if I'm going to edit it, it's going to take quite some time because I'm a perfectionist and I'd want it to be perfect. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If there's anything I've missed, or but that's just a basic walkthrough of how you can use WordPress to create your own website. I can refresh that, and you can see that working. But if you go into pages, you can, another thing that I can show you over here, if you do a quick edit, it will just bring up the page, the title, the slug, what it's going to show after the forward slash. That's the slug. That's also quite important for SEO, so you'd want it to match your keywords that you're trying to rank for. And yeah, that's that over there. If you want to delete a page, you can come over here, you can check, and you can move to trash. That's how you can delete a page. Editing again, contact, your privacy policy. Okay, I can just show you that. If you come over here and you want to set up your privacy policy settings, you click on privacy. You want to create this page, or you want to create your own page, you can create your own page, or you can use the default privacy policy page. But yeah, I think that's a good basic overview of how you can create a website using WordPress. If you're looking for images for your website, you can perhaps use Pixabay or Pixels or Unsplash. Those are the websites you can get free images to use on your website. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If I missed anything, I would appreciate it if you can like or subscribe to the channel. I think that's all for now. Cheers. Thank you guys.